Now at 6 o'clock, U.S. Congressman Mac Thornberry joins us live to address your questions. Good evening. Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
We are happy to have you, as always. Before we start, I do want to mention that the questions that we are asking tonight are viewer-submitted questions, and they are in their own words. So here we go. One viewer writes, fuel has more than doubled in the last 3 years. ExxonMobil showing record profits. Why has the price of fuel been allowed to go so high? How much control do you guys have?
Well, the federal government does not control the price of oil or the price of gasoline. But what we know for sure is that what's happened in the past 3 years, the Obama administration has prevented us from drilling offshore and on federal lands. They've said no to the Keystone Pipeline. They've sent the EPA after drillers here in the United States and have really made it hard to produce oil and gas. And of course the price is going up, especially when something happens in the Middle East. The more we can produce energy here at home, the more stable the supply, the more stable the price. And that's what we need to focus on.
So the answer is get rid of the exports, get less dependent.
Yeah, exactly. Especially less dependent from oil that comes from volatile regions like the Middle East.
Where they control everything. All right. Question 2. A small business owner writes in and asking Representative Thornberry, as small business owners, they're having to close their doors because of high unemployment tax rates. Theirs was 0.26% in 2009. Now it's 7.9%. They say they can't pay it. They're going to go out of business at an alarming rate. The government's not paying unemployment that people are drawing. Businesses are, so they would like you to address that.
Part of the problem we're all suffering from is a stagnant economy. And that's one of the consequences, and there are a lot more. But in essence, the government is making it hard for people to grow and to hire people. It's regulations, taxes, various burdens. Unemployment insurance is one. The new health insurance requirement is going to be another one. And so it's harder and harder for small business to survive. What we've got to do is get some of this government off small businesses' back, because that's where roughly 70% of the jobs are created. And that's got to be our focus to get the economy going again.
We'll make it easier on them.
Absolutely.
That's the best way. All right, our next viewer submitted concerns that are proposed to cuts in the number of U.S. servicemen and women. They want to know if the government is going to have jobs available for all these American military service members when they lose their military jobs.
No, it's a great point, and we were just talking about a stagnant economy, not enough jobs being created, and the administration proposes reducing about 100,000 people out of the Army and Marine Corps this year. If sequestration happens, more cuts in the military, which could happen in January of next year, it'll be far worse. So I have qualms about these cuts in the military, but the key is get the economy going for everybody's sake. But, of course, the first job of the federal government is to defend the country, and we got to put that first in terms of budget, people, and everything else.
All right. I want to thank you so much for being here tonight. I know you guys are pressed for time. You have so many things you get to do, so I want to, or you have to do, I guess, as a congressman and as a campaigner. So you've got a lot going on. I want to thank you for taking time out for us.
I always appreciate the chance.
I really do too. Thank you. Hey,